Are we back?
Oh, yep. You appear to
Yeah,
be,
you're
or
back.
something's loading. I'm going to refresh. Oh, I didn't need to. The stream is back up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just swapped over to a different Wi-Fi for a few minutes. I don't know why that one went down the way it did. Okay, so should be able to get the encounter up now.
We have returned.
Turn of the hawk.
There we go. This is what I wanted. Okay, so get the game log back up. So it is Richter's turn. So you wanted Dukes to take a shot at. Okay.
Fire on the enemy vessel. Below the waterline, if you can.
Well, that's bad form, do you not think? Oh, you mean, yeah, in an nautical sense. I see what you mean now.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted.
Kind of joke
Sorry, I'm
I
just.
thought that was like the, like below the belt.
Ah, right.
Like nothing below the belt, nothing below the waterline.
There we go. 20 to hit. 32 damage.
Sorry? How much damage?
32.
32. Nice. And can I perform that maneuver Obnoxious mentioned where I swing around to line up a broadside?
Yes.
Will I have to roll anything for that?
Yeah. So you'd have to get. So which anchor did you want to drop?
I don't know, to be honest. Whichever one would allow a slightly sharper turn so that I could move the broadside cannons into range.
Okay. Well, that would be basically the
Port side.
starboard side.
Hard
Oh.
to starboard. So I'll drop a starboard anchor so that we can turn and ready the broadside cannons.
You'll have
Isn't
to give a
starboard the right side?
yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be the left front anchor that you'd want to drop, though.
Oh, okay. Right.
But
I'll,
wouldn't that one turn you left?
So yeah, it'll turn
okay,
the front of the ship to the left and bring the side of the ship towards the other ship to be able to fire all the cannons along the side. So it'd essentially be making an in-place left turn, sort of. So that
Yeah.
you...
Oh, and I'll
Yeah,
shout to everyone else, hold on to something.
So yeah, strength check.
Strength check.
Yeah.
Good luck, Ollie.
10.
Oh.
She does respond to it, but not as well as you would think. You've only brought... half your guns to bear. Yeah, you've only brought half.
Ah. Don't suppose I can fire half of them.
Well, I mean, you could.
I can't really wail on them with hammers from this distance. That's the frustrating thing.
Well, how many cannons do you have on the side anyway? So if you've got 5 or 6 cannons per se, and half of them are to bear, then that means you got 3 cannons, which is still significant enough to start wailing on them.
You've got 3 cannons in range. You've got 3... Yeah, you've only got 3 cannons out of your 6.
Can I fire the 3 that are?
Yeah?
Alright. Fire! I'm just gonna shout a blanket fire at will command on anyone near a cannon.
Which one's named Will?
Yeah.
Which one's Will? Do you know these people?
Sorry, I love that joke, and I'm a big jerk about it.
Oh.
Oh!
Hey, but
Second one's done it. Okay. Oh, yeah, with all that, I forgot to do the... Okay, from the first blast from Long Tom... Okay, that one managed to hold on, even though he was almost killed. This one... was completely blasted overboard.
So it missed.
Oh, you still got the third shot.
Okay.
I was just doing the damage. You know, the cannons are hit. Basically, the first Long Tom's shot hit and blasted one of the hit near one of the goblins, but didn't kill them outright. They managed to hold on. part of the broadside has blown one guy completely off of the ship. And I'm just doing the next one. Well, the third shot. Yeah, that's a hit as well. $14 damage. So that first one's dead. Oh no, he's down to 1. Okay. Your boarding cannons won't be ready yet. But close. Almost. So I believe that's the end of your turn, Richter.
Okay. Taking a bit of a preemptive.
The okay. The forward cannons are firing. Well, the goblins are returning fire.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. I was on a job.
It's okay.
I'm talking in character.
Yeah. I mean, you could have just
Okay.
For context,
So that'll be
we've
one of your
sighted a
crews
hostile.
taking 18 damage. Second shot. Another hit. One of your crew just took 30 damage.
Ah, my eye! I'm not supposed to get cannonballs in it.
You doing, man? That's Carl.
Oh!
Have you done the Jack Sparrow reference, Ollie?
You
Well,
could
there's
be
any
talking,
multitude of references he could
could
have
be
made.
talking about a lot of references there.
Well, what would Jack Sparrow say when someone was firing cannons at his ship?
Oh, well, that's not
Stop
happened
blowing
until
holes in
now.
my ship.
Oh, well,
Stop
someone is.
blowing holes in my ship. Yeah, I kind of took the preemptive when I saw they had their cannon holes open
The
and
gun
shot
ports.
first. The gun ports.
We have a cannon hole. You're a captain. The holy holes for the gunny guns.
I know. It's kind of awesome,
Beauty
though.
hole.
It's like, man, they've got the cannon holes open. Shit.
The holy holes.
Prepare,
So the goblin who was injured is
to boom
drowning.
boom.
Yeah.
Prepare kaboom.
Oh, you said one of his guys is drowning?
They're the boomy
Yeah, one of the
boomies.
goblins.
No.
The one
The
who
only
got
thing
blown
he's
overboard.
gobbling is the air. Well, no,
Richter's crew are still preparing the cannons. Okay, Snob, it's your turn.
Yes. Well, one will certainly help in this battle because, as you know, I am a very accurate marksman.
Oh god.
Sorry. Right. Am I able to commandeer one of these naval guns?
You can position yourself on one of the railgun, the boarding cannons, but their range is very
Gonna say
short.
railgun. am I in range?
They're not in range yet, but that's basically what Richter's crew is preparing.
Right. Well.
So yeah, you could join them in preparing one of the other boarding cannons.
One would certainly be happy to, but is there any way I could help the current moment?
Well, there isn't a cannon you can fire at the moment unless you go and help Billy Jukes reload Long Tom.
Yes. One shall help with this.
Okay.
Yes. I
you
shall
can
help
ask
reload
Jukes
elongated Thomas.
So you can ask, how are you going to approach this?
Jukes. May I be of assistance? It seems that we're in a bit of a sticky wicket.
She looks at you and goes, Have you ever fired a cannon before?
Well, one imagines that it's very similar to firing one of those pistols, but on a larger scale.
Yeah, pretty much. If you can pack the powder, and she chucks you the ramrod, I'll adjust her angle, ready to fire again. Just follow my instructions.
Yes.
Powder, padding, cannonball, ram it home, and then
Yes.
I'll have the fuse and things ready by that point, ready to fire.
Are you ready, my fellow?
She looks at you. Yeah.
Right. Let's have at it, shall we?
Can you roll a? Oh, what would this be? Ooh. I think this would come under. Well, you've been given pretty good instruction by Dukes. So I'm going to say wisdom.
Yes, that would be most wise.
So if you can give me a wisdom check.
12.
Good enough.
Good.
I was
My
going to
wisdom is
basically
adequate.
accept everything other than a 1 on that one. Because Dukes is only about not even 6 feet away, and you're doing something which is actually quite, you've been told the correct order to do things. It would be very hard to model that up.
Well, shooting
but
is
Dukes
very
has
much
missed.
a gentleman's sport.
Dukes has actually missed.
Oh.
Well,
She
don't let it get
swears.
yourself too down. We'll
Damn
get him
it.
next time. We'll get him
How
next
could we
time.
miss at this range? We'll get him next
I
time.
wouldn't know about missing at close range.
She's kind of
I wonder
ticked
if
off with
I
that
aim
one. Okay. That is actually quite a physically intense job. So, but you have given her the opportunity to actually fire again, because it's her turn,
Oh, excellent.
and it would have taken her. And she's hit on the second shot.
Nice.
Ooh.
Hey.
Oh, yes.
Should Razor Eye roll initiative?
I've
Or
already
have
done
you
one.
already?
I've already put him on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately he got a 1,
Talk.
and I legitimately rolled it.
Ah.
I probably would have got 1 anyway.
Okay, so another goblin is taking 30 damage. Make it that one. No, that's Richter's crew. No. Goblin Privateer. Okay, so next, it's the person leading the enemy ship.
The Doppelhahn.
Yes. You're not close enough to hear him quite yet. But the captain of the opposing vessel is turning them to return fire. And it is now Obnus's turn.
All right, so sailors are a pretty superstitious lot. So the first thing I'm going to do is
Sorry, Dad.
I'm going to use my bonus action to use Form of Dread and transform into my giant Grim Reaper looking form.
Okay.
And that gives me a total of 4 temporary hit points. And then I'm going to use where are you? I'm going to use Frostbite on, well, if he's in range. If he's within 60 feet, I want to use Frostbite on the guy steering the ship.
Yes, he's in range.
Okay. So he has to make a Constitution saving throw. Looks like 13. On a failed, he gets 1d6 cold damage and has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll. Oh, that didn't do what I thought it was going to do for some reason. For some reason, I thought it froze him, but that would have been way cooler.
No, he takes the damage. How much?
Let's see. It would be 8. So he has disadvantage on next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. So that wasn't exactly what I wanted to do, but that's okay. And I need to use my Form of Dread. The other one's a cantrip, so that doesn't take a spell slot. Yep, that's all I've got. So I'm big and scary right now, and I just struck the guy steering the ship. So
Decent shot. Okay, Hans, it's your turn.
Right, there's not much. I can't physically do anything. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking there isn't really much time for me to give a speech to the crew to boost their stats, is there?
No, there is.
The motivational speech takes about, let's see, starting there, they'll use bonus action to deliver a motivational speech to yourself and a willing ally. I'm thinking of that. What was that one? What was that? The inspiring leader one.
Oh yeah, the 10-minute one.
Yeah,
Yeah, you wouldn't
there's
have
not really
time for
enough
that.
time. Yeah, there's no time for that. Um, let's see. If I used Bardic Inspiration on the one firing Long Tom, would that give her an advantage? Like for Long Tom itself, or doesn't it affect her because it's, I'm just thinking, would it boost her ability to fire,
I can't remember
like
if
to
Bardic
hit the thing?
Inspiration actually can be used on weapon attacks.
Bardic inspiration.
Well, it's just say here a bonus action: a creature other than you within 60 feet gains an inspiration die for 10 minutes, and the creature can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll work.
So I want to use a bardic inspiration to the one aiming Long Tom to give her a bit of a boost, since technically, if Snob's helping her,
Hmm.
then if one of the rolls doesn't do well,
Hmm.
well, one of her attacks doesn't do well, at least she can probably boost it a little bit. So I want to use a bardic inspiration on her. And then, is there any other cannons I can help, like load up or get ready to aim? Because I'm not really. There's nothing really in range I can smack.
But you can lift cannonballs.
I mean, I can bring some of the cannonballs over, I suppose. So
Into a cannonball run.
literally.
Yeah.
Get the black monkeys.
Well, yeah, loading the. Well, as I said, there's loading the boarding cannons. There is one.
Well,
near
Han. Well,
you.
I was just thinking that because of Hans's size and strength, he can probably help carry some of the heavier things and get them in range a lot easier.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd like to use Hans while obviously having Hans give a motivational probably give like a bit of a motivational speech while working. So maybe it wouldn't. So not to give an effect or anything, but just because that's who he is, to boost the morale, while helping load the nearest cannons.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Okay.
works.
Do I need to roll anything?
No.
Okay, because I can't attack or do anything, so I've used one of my bardic inspirations to help with the cannon, while telling everybody else, "Don't worry, we will get through this. Just keep calm, load the cannons, and let's sink this bitch." Hans believes.
At which point it is Topaz's turn.
Hey.
Okay, is there still a boarding cannon empty? Because if so, I'll make a dash towards that and start getting it prepped for firing when they're in range.
Yeah, there is one more.
Okay, so I'm stationed on a boarding cannon.
Okay.
This is out of like a side thing. I'm just curious because I don't know the character all that well. But did she have like a siren call and stuff like that? Like something to influence people? I didn't know if the mermaids in this realm have something like that.
That tends to be just sort of sirens and hags and other sort of more evil things that have those abilities.
And she's not evil, so
No, I was just curious because I was like, well,
yeah. I know she has a few. I know.
Oh,
I know the merfolk have songs.
I've got Ensnaring Strike, Hunter's Mark, Zephyr Strike, Air Bubble, Ensnaring Strike, Mark, Hunter's Mark, Silence, Water Breathing, Water Breathing. Yeah, so like I've got level 9 water breathing, and the other stuff is like level 2
Right.
for air bubble, ensnaring, snake, hunter strike. So
Yeah, sorry to deviate everything. I just was curious.
That's
No,
all
I
right. It's
don't.
good
No,
to
it's a good
it's
ask.
it's good to ask, and it's good to know these things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm not. I've
Um,
got dolphin song, but I don't know what exactly that.
Doesn't it say underneath what it does?
Dolphin Merfolk Song of the Sea, but it doesn't.
Hmm.
Here we go.
oh, that's the jumping one.
Yeah, that's a jumping one.
Yeah.
Hey, you could have always like aimed your thing and said geyser and just blown a load of
Here
them
we
off.
go.
You, I've just thought you have that pot of water.
Yeah, I do. Here we
Theoret-
go. Dolphin Song. Each merfolk gets 3 additional spells tied to their racial traits. Uh, dolphins get the spells Blur and Catapult, which are basically to augment the jumping, I believe.
Well, I think the blur thing's made so that it's harder to hit you.
Yeah. But the catapult, I mean, is for
Yeah,
jumping out of the water.
yeah.
Um,
Okay. Um, trying to think.
yeah, so I
But,
think the
uh,
spells are to augment himself.
um, yeah, everyone's going to be in range in the next turn once the
Mhm.
once they get a little bit closer. Um, so I'll load the right thing up. Razorite, it's your turn.
Okay. Am I in range of their captain? Of course I am. Can I see their captain?
You'd have to make a perception check to see who their captain was.
Okay. My razor eyes appear to have passed. That's 23.
Yeah,
Hope you
yeah,
saw
you
it.
can see the captain.
Okay. Can I snipe at him from cover with my musket?
Um, well, you got pretty decent cover from where you are. Their ship is way shorter. Um, so yeah, you've got a decent sniper position where you are.
I just figured endanger the captain and cause some chaos on their vessel.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna roll to hit with my musket. Got 22.
yeah, that's a hit.
Okay. Now let's see. Can I do a? I'm just trying to think what shot I should use. Should I have declared that before
No, it's all
firing?
right.
I'll go for a piercing shot.
Okay.
Right, rolling to damage. Oh crap. Oh, 6. That's not so bad.
Could be better. Could be worse.
Hmm. Um. Creature takes damage, and I make an attack roll with disadvantage against every creature in a line directly behind the target within my first range increment.
There isn't anyone behind him.
Oh. Okay. Can I fire again?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got that trait that makes it so you don't need to.
Firing again. 15.
Yeah, that's another hit.
Can this
Oh,
one be a
hold on.
violent shot?
Hold on. I might have misspoke. No, that's not a hit.
No,
Not a hit.
No.
not a hit.
Alright.
16. For some reason I thought it was 15 at first.
Oh, what was my first shot? Did that still hit?
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
22 on your first.
No. Yeah.
You
Sorry,
only
my
just
memory's
missed with
crap.
the second.
Alright. If that's all I can do, I guess I'll end unless there's something else I can do.
Okay, we are back to Richter's turn.
Okay, so are we still turning to bring the broadsides to bear?
Yes. They've turned as well to broadside in return.
Yeah. I'll order another. I'll order another broadside volley.
Give him another volley.
Yeah, and well, I've told them to fire at will, so they should just do it, I guess. But how far away in feet is the enemy ship?
5, 10.
Because I might be able to teleport over there. I don't know whether that would be
It's
a good
about
idea,
40
but I
feet.
might be able to. Oh, Misty Step lets you teleport 60 feet. How many of them are on the ship?
$14 that you can
14.
see. 15.
14 that I can. But if I teleport over there, I'm on my own.
Yeah, we kind of wish Fernando was here.
Where is Fernando when you need him? No. Okay.
Is he really
No,
Is he really that ashamed after what I did to his horn?
It's a balance thing.
Apparently.
Okay, so I think I'll delay the boarding by myself for a while, but right, I'm gonna shout at the crew, prepare to board, because if we take the fight over there, then they'll hopefully be less focused on damaging the ship.
True.
So, how soon do you reckon we can, like, group together and board them?
Well, if you
The
can...
cap-
if you... Well, you got two choices. You can either steer in or you can fire irons.
I think fire irons, and for my main action, I'm going to use, since I keep forgetting I have this cantrip, I'm going to use Sacred Flame.
Yeah, Sensign Irons hasn't been pulling his weight lately. Just let him go.
Oh no, I know what you're gonna do. Where are you gonna aim your sacred flame?
I mean, as a warning, I'll just aim it at the nearest goblin. To let them know that.
No, please don't.
Not
Well,
him.
Sorry.
Not him.
Snob's like,
I will.
What did I ever do to you?
What you didn't do.
Okay, I take it back. Oh, hi, Phil. I will aim at the nearest enemy. I'll aim at the
Very
nearest-
careful with wording.
I'll aim at the nearest enemy and cast Sacred Flame. And I wonder if the fact that they know I have power over fire now would intimidate them any. Like, I could set fire to their ship, potentially.
so what are you actually doing?
I'm gonna use Sacred Flame on the
Sorry.
nearest enemy. And hope that
so
sort
you're-
of... Yeah. I could try and set fire to their ship, but I don't want to go right for the... I don't want to go right for the jugular.
I'd have thought going for
Why
right
not?
for the jugular would be to set their trying to think of the name of it. The sails of flame.
Surface.
Destroy their rudder.
Or if you can see through the cannon ports to hit their black powder barrels.
Anyone can give me a shot to that, I'll take it out.
Can they hear me if I call out something? I'm going to use Sacred Flame.
Well, you want to shout out to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Sacred Flame on the nearest enemy and say I'm giving you, and basically tell them that I'm giving them one chance to close up those the name has escaped me,
Gun ports.
the gun ports.
Hello, Empress.
Captain, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna give them one chance to close the gun ports and back off. And to show them that I have fire, I'm gonna use Sacred Flame on the nearest enemy. So shall I
Okay.
roll for that? It says 2d8 here next to Sacred Flame.
At the top of your spells, it should say the
save thing. It says Dex 13. Range 60
Oh,
feet,
okay.
Dex
Yeah, so I
13.
just have to roll a dex save.
Okay.
They got 14.
Oh, right. So I don't roll for damage then.
No, I think that usually with those, they take half the damage.
Oh, okay. So I do roll for damage.
Yeah.
Okay, rolling. 9. So, say 4.
Okay.
And, okay, now they know that I can set them on fire if I need to. And I've given them the ultimatum. This is your one chance to back off.
The goblins all turn to their captain.
Your captain's taking a hit as well. You want to take your chances?
at the same time, they're also seeing a figure of death ending on the other deck as well.
He yells out to his men. Something in Goblin.
I don't think any of us speak Goblin.
Translation snob.
Snob, if
Um,
you could roll perception, you might be able to hear it.
Yes, right.
Was I the only one who thought of that?
But no, I did. I was like, yeah, no one speaks Goblin, not even the Snob Goblin.
Oh, for God's sake.
I think you need to roll perception, Ollie.
Ollie.
No, I was joking. It's like, you know, the
Oh,
orc
what's
who
that thingy on my shipboard? Oh, there's no Goblin on board.
Well, yeah, in this turn alone, he's gone to set you on fire.
But I just
You've
don't think we
forgotten
should go out
twice
anywhere
in
near
the
the
same
poop
turn
deck,
that you're a
considering how
goblin.
much he knows about his own ship. Okay, I rolled a 25. I rolled a 25.
Okay,
does that mean
well,
that
you
I
got a
get
nat
full
20 as
translation?
well.
Yeah. Well, it is my mother tongue.
Oh yeah.
You can tell from that, though, that this isn't his.
Who?
This
A plot
goblin
thickens.
has a very peculiar accent for a goblin. He's not... It's the sort of thing you'd only pick up with a nat 20. He's enunciating wrong.
Yes. Too many
He's
do,
using
unfortunately.
what he's actually told them is grammatically correct. He told them to close the gun ports, but he told them to, if you translated it, it would be close the gun ports swiftly now, not no, it'd be close the gun ports now swiftly do.
In this case,
It's not.
bony
It's
butts
not
are
how
with
you.
legs.
It seems more like broken.
Goblin.
Yeah,
So we're talking,
like not.
so we're talking to Goblin Yoda then.
No, he's just he's basically done what Crunchyroll does and used Google Translate, so it comes out wrong. So it basically comes out wrong. No, they actually do use Google Translate now to translate things.
I
And
think I know who this character is.
Oh God.
Goodness
Ollie.
me. This fellow is speaking a rather unusual dialect. I'm not one to judge. Oh, who am I kidding? I am one to judge.
You're the snob
Peculiar-
goblin. That's your whole thing.
Yes.
Peculiar how, mein friend?
Well, he seems to be saying all the right words, but not necessarily in the right order.
Can he be dyslexic?
Well, by my estimations, he certainly could if he put his mind to it.
Oh,
Oh. Hans should not laugh, but Hans will.
Oh, no. No. It's not punching down if they're the ones with the big guns.
Well, what did he say exactly?
Well, it was all in the wrong order. Sorry, could you recap me? Because it was in the wrong order, I found it hard to remember.
he said it more like
It was like, close the gun ports now quickly, wasn't it?
Swiftly.
yeah, it was more
now
like
swiftly do.
yeah, close the gun ports swiftly do. Like
Yes,
the
close
words
gun
were
ports
were
quickly.
right, but not
Yeah.
not in a way that your goblin would say it.
I believe they are complying with the captain's orders, but he says it in the most peculiar way.
Very suspicious.
Yes, very much unlike much of my kin. So, yes, I think that we should perhaps have
Well,
a
he's
little...
not. Well, he's not a goblin, is he?
It would appear he was a goblin. Oh, this is the captain, you mean, not the goblin. So the human.
No, the captain.
Oh, it was the... Yeah.
The captain
okay,
is
right, I got it
he is a goblin. He's wearing
Yes.
he's wearing extremely ornate goblin armor.
Oh, so it's not the guy who looks like Hans.
No.
No. Okay. Yes. So they've finished the battle, right? So does that mean
They
that we
have
can have a
closed the
word
gun
with
ports.
Richter? Who?
Well, they've closed the gun ports.
Yes. Right. So we best be vigilant still.
I say aim all I'm saying out of character, so Jumanji.
Yeah.
I'm saying we aim all cannons at the thing just to give them the warning that sink the fucker.
Well, that would be most unsportsmanly.
I think we came out of tennis a long time ago.
Hmm.
We're
Well,
pirates, and I'm a mercenary.
different
We're
game,
not
larger
sportsmen.
balls.
Well, um,
Captain's orders.
We've got to wait for them to close the ports first.
well, they are closing the ports. It just takes them a while
Good.
to.
Good.
I see.
Okay.
Since I see them closing the ports, and I'll tell the cannon people to cease fire, or hold fire. I guess would be more.
Hold.
No war crimes today.
It looks like Snob Goblin's going to be our translator.
Yes.
We're in international waters. Technically,
Bloody hell! Who are you, Durnit?
The captain of the goblin vessel yells over to Snob. Quickly meeting we must do.
Very confused I am, but meet we shall. Tell me, my fellow, at which school did you learn to speak this way? Tell me so that I may blacklist it.
He seems
I don't think
confused
we
by
should be
what
going
you're
into-
saying.
Well, for the sake of diplomacy, I shall overlook it for now. Yes, let us parley.
Please tell me he at least understands what the word parlay means.
He sort of beckons his crew over and announces that they're parleying with you, and they start to maneuver their ship closer.
Keep
To
cannons
yours.
on them.
As they
Okay,
get
so is
closer,
there anything?
you hear a second voice. From the front of the ship.
What do you goblins think you're doing?
Please, it's not
You're
as cursed as
parleying
last
with them?
Goodness me, what was that screech?
You people, you can't do anything. You can't do anything. No wonder you're such failures. I do not believe in any of you. You do nothing but let me down. You're disgraceful. You especially. You're terrible. In fact, and he sort of... And the goblin that was...
The goblin that was at the front of the ship dies.
Huh.
Oh, dear Lord. Where is the medical officer?
I think he's beyond a medical officer right now. I think he might need a priest.
I fear you might be right, old chap.
I think
Our
5 gold.
closest
I
we've
think.
got,
I think I know who that is.
Well,
Who else do we know that's so insecure?
I do
It
not
was
know
Anthos,
who
wasn't
you saying is insecure.
it? I was saying that out of character. Sorry, that was my bad.
I was going to say, you didn't say
this is your
Jumanji.
nemesis, isn't it?
My guess is it's Anthos.
Yes, the rather unsavoury fellow you've told me about.
Well, still, that doesn't explain the Doppelhans. Or in
No,
fact,
perhaps
maybe it
keep them
Doppelhans?
quiet.
What are
In
you
fact,
talking
maybe it
about?
does.
I am no double. I am the real Hans.
Ha!
I
You think
cannot
you are the
believe
real
that you
Hans?
people do not believe in me.
Ha! That you can't be the real Hans because the real Hans believes in everyone. If
Yes,
you
but
can't
I do
even
not believe in
these
you.
people,
I do not believe in you
then
or
you
your
are
friends. I do not believe in any of you.
then you are
And I
not
certainly do
Hans.
not believe in
Because
these
no,
green filth.
that's a shame. Because I believes in everyone. Because that is what Hans does. He believes in everyone. He
Ah,
would even believe in these goblins you have amassed. If he wasn't fighting them.
ah.
The fact
You know nothing of my goblins.
Have anyone.
Oh, they're so weak and useless.
Ha! They are only weak and useless because they have someone who does not believe in them.
Ah,
Well, goblins, I'm sorry you cannot understand me, but I believe in you. And I'm gonna give you a little pose.
you see, goblins. He attempts to flex. He attempts to show
I
his
flex.
superiority. But
Hans does not see
he is just a
himself as
poser.
superior to anyone else.
He is
Hans does
just a
not see
poser.
himself as superior. Ha. Coming from someone who doesn't even believe in his own men and insults them. Ha. Pathetic.
There is no point believing
for
in
not-
those who are too weak to help themselves.
This is just eye-rollingly sad.
Yes.
To call
Hearing you and
yourself real.
your sickening voice.
Yours? I don't want to even. I would say what you sound like. What's our ladies present? And I have class.
You have ass.
Guess he does wrong,
This
then.
is coming from the person who's already lost twice.
Lost twice. I do not even know what you're talking about. You must be bigger
Are you
loser
not-
than my goblins.
Are you not Anthos?
No. I am the greatest of all Hans.
Ha,
Some may
you're not.
call me Super Hans.
Jumanji. I want to make a Steven Seagal joke,
I knew
but
I knew a
even
masseuse.
that's beneath me.
I knew a masseuse.
Jumanji, the secret ingredient is crime.
I knew a masseuse named Super Hans.
Oh wow, that actually makes things worse.
Did you get it though, Super Hands?
Oh yeah.
I don't remember that episode of Peep Show.
Super Hans.
Oh, I'm trying not to laugh. Oh, so they have even bigger egos than Hulk Hogan.
Who's Hulk
See,
Hogan?
my goblins.
Hulk Hogan.
See how he mocks us.
I'm not mocking them. These goblins at least behave like
This is why
rational
we must
people.
be stronger.
All I'm seeing is a child.
See,
Captain,
this is how the
what
world
do
sees
Captain,
you.
please.
Weak, useless.
That is
You
not
must go
true, goblins.
stronger.
For if I see everyone as weak, why do I have a
Force them.
goblin with me right now? Why do we have loads of people
Yes,
on our
he
ship?
can't be prejudiced against goblins. His friend is one.
Ah,
Ha! Ha! I know what Hans is. Hans and I are the same.
we are nothing alike.
Ugh.
God, I know goblins in the village who would love these people.
Goblins in a
I've
village. Come. Ha! You would do like you always do,
what?
Hans. You would look down on them.
I do
Belittle
not look
them.
down. I do not look down on any race. I was
Yes, you
I was raised among many different races. I've never looked down on them. You, on
Yes,
the
you
other
do.
hand,
You
did not
always
have
do.
you. You are literally insulting your own people. You are
Yes.
insulting the goblins.
To make them
And
stronger.
you're saying I'm looking down on them? I am not looking down on these goblins. You, on the other hand, treat these goblins like they're disposable. Did you even care that you killed that Von goblin?
That goblin was too weak. He was useless. He had been
And you think
warned
you
already.
and you think you're better? Oh, please! You say I look down on them, yet you are insulting them, mocking them, treating them as less. Goblins are not less. In fact,
Don't you do this.
if you give goblins a chance, they might surprise you.
Yes, I must say I am rather uncomfortable with the amount of goblin bashing that is happening during this
Indeed,
parley.
you hear this, right? He's saying
Yes.
I'm looking down on goblins,
Yes.
and he's the one being rude. He's being
Most
racist.
impolite, very ungentlemanly.
Being very racist to goblins.
Yes.
Ha!
He's giving them a blanket statement on saying all goblins are useless, and we know that's not true.
Oh yes, quite.
These
Indeed.
goblins need to be molded. They need to be broken down and then rebuilt stronger. There is no point believing in them when they are weak.
The
Useless.
only thing these goblins need to be molded into are opera connoisseurs.
Or just understands that they don't need to take abuse from people like you, hypocrites like you.
Well, yes,
Ha!
that too would also be good.
Ugh, the hypocrisy. Oh. I've been around so many different people, and I've never looked down on any of them.
Ha!
This
You
person,
look
he
down
talks
on
down to
everyone.
goblins as if you treat goblins like that. You treat these goblins like they're garbage, like their last needs sauerkraut. It disgusts me.
It's you who smells of sauerkraut.
You don't even know what sauerkraut is, you squeaky little man. Captain, what are your thoughts? Ollie?
Oh, I'm taken aback by the whole idea of super hands, to be honest with you.
But
How
he's clearly
exactly? I'll look at super hands. How exactly did you come to be? Like, are you supposed to be some sort of magic duplicate? What's the deal here?
What, because I am smaller? Because I am not overblown and swollen like his ego?
genetics. Ha! What a judgmental prick.
Okay, what is it that you actually want?
I am here training heroes.
Training heroes. You're not training heroes.
I'm training
Because
these
you don't train.
goblins.
You're not
Well,
training.
And their
You're not training
captain.
these goblins. What? You're not training them.
Ridiculous.
You're not training these people. You're abusing them.
Yeah, so I see that we should take these fellows in and show them
Well,
the
you
true
can.
meaning.
Well,
No,
you can
you
talk.
will
You can
not.
talk. Goblins, you don't grow stronger by being abused. People who train you raise you to be stronger, help you believe in yourself. You don't believe in this person. This person is lying. He's treating you like this because he sees you as nothing more than tools and things. But you're not. You're goblins, and you are better than this. And you deserve better. You deserve better than to be talked down to, treated like a gutter munch. You are better. And I know you are better.
The goblins look
Because
at you
Hans
confused.
believes in you.
They don't understand you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what's my now? May
you
I
translate
speak in
for
the
me?
goblin language?
Yeah, you can
Please.
speak in goblin
yes,
whenever you want.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
Snob,
Right.
please interpret.
Right,
Interpret what I just said in Goblinese.
right. In Goblinese, my fellow Hans believes in your goodness and your innate
Abilities.
and as do I. I've been there
Tell
myself. I'm a goblin
tell them I
myself.
don't.
We have a friend, a very good captain, who would treat you very fairly if you came and joined our crew.
Could you tell them that they don't need to be talked down to and treated like garbage?
No,
That they're better
absolutely, you
than
do
that.
not. You are better than the garbage that this false captain treats you as, and you deserve better. And my friend Hans, he shall help you. This super Hans is an imposter.
Tell them I believe. Tell them I believe in them.
Hans believes in you, all of you. And trust me, I'm also a goblin. I know how it is sometimes, but this man, he understands us. He treats us fairly. And if you come and join our crew, then we will both see to it that you have a prosperous career at maritime espionage.
Interesting way of ending it, but okay.
They murmur amongst themselves. And the captain steps forward and goes, it sort of looks at you and goes, you.
Yes.
Snob.
Mm-hmm.
Come here. You. Convince
Yes.
me.
Well, yes, my fellow, quite gladly. Do you have any concerns or grievances that I may help with?
I think you are lying to us.
Oh, see here! I would never lie, especially not to a fellow goblin.
Then tell me.
Oh, what is the basis of your claim?
Then you show me that I am wrong.
Yes, quite gladly. You are demonstrably wrong. Stay with us on the ship, and you will see for yourself. You do not need to follow this super Hans. There's nothing super about him. Look at him, for goodness sake.
Now, let's not judge people based on appearances. We judge them based on the strength of their character.
Indeed. I mean, look at the strength of his character. No wonder he dresses like that.
Oh, damn it, Seb.
Out of character, I'm sorely tempted to give these goblins a amended version of Charlie Chaplin's speech.
Oh, well, they can't understand you even if you did it.
But try and convince us.
Is this something I need to roll
Not
persuasion
in his
for?
words, not in the words of Hans. In your words. You convince us. Goblin to goblin.
Would this require a persuasion roll?
That's what I was asking.
Well, I'm going to use a bit of bardic inspiration.
Yeah, you're going to have to try and persuade him.
Okay, I'll roll it now.
Okay, well then. Oh, I was going to give you a bit of bardic inspiration.
Oh, sorry, I just went ahead and did
I was going to give you some bardic inspiration to tell you I believe in you.
Is it too late now, or?
I mean,
I think-
No, you've succeeded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He sort of says,
Well, fellows, we know how it is to be a goblin. Oh, sorry. What are you saying, Singhawk?
You make a good point.
Yes, well, why not turn your guns on this false super Hans and join the crew?
No.
I mean, I can't imagine they enjoy being talked down to.
No.
No, we cannot.
Oh, definitely not.
He hired us for a job. After that, then we will we can go our own way.
May I ask
Well,
about this job? May I inquire?
We have to kill the giant cyclops.
Goodness me, there's a giant
Cyclops?
cyclops now. Yes, yes. Elaborate on this cyclops.
The one you call Super Hans. He hired us. Him and this other man hired us to how you say get rid of this creature.
It's utterly barbaric. Say, Super Hans, can you explain your actions, please? What issue do you have with this cyclopic man?
Cyclopic man.
No, I want to hear
This
his
is a
side of the
monster.
story because. Well,
This
yes,
is a
quiet, but
monster.
look around you. All of us are.
No, this is a monster that attacks shipping and all sorts of people. We are doing.
Sorry, but you
we are
just attacked
doing
our
good.
ship.
No, we are doing good. It sits on this island and attacks and sacrifices anything that comes nearby. It is an evil creature.
Just to add a question, character, is this the island? Is this the island where Hans's village?
No, it isn't.
Okay, then I don't know what Cyclops they're talking.
Also, out of character, do I have the ability right now to confer with Captain Richter?
Yeah.
I'm stood within earshot of you.
Yeah, I was just making sure. I say, Captain, may we
Aye.
have a crew huddle?
All right.
Right. So here's my thought. We do not know the truth of this Cyclops, whether he is for good or ill. But for the moment, we are all of the same mind that it would perhaps be a good idea to confront said Cyclops to find out his side of the tale, and until a point at which our interests with Super Hans may conflict, we're sort of the same mind. So would we be able to travel to this island together? And then if they want to kill the Cyclops and he has done nothing wrong, then, we can defend the innocent fellow, if that be the case.
I think the big question is, if they're hunting a Cyclops, why did they attack our ship?
Well, yes, I did point that
Have a
out because they seem to think this Cyclops is evil for attacking ships, but then they attacked our ship. So
Hold on. Remember right, I don't think they fired first. I think we
fired
did.
the
Empress.
first
they had the open
shot.
gun ports.
They had the open gun port, which is basically code for "we are aiming to attack you."
Yeah, but the guy that's in charge, this other Hans, seemed like he's super smart. So
Right. Hold on.
It doesn't seem like it's super anything.
What?
I'll turn to
You-
Super Hans.
you- Hey, what did you say about our gun ports? Do you not
turn to
know
Super.
friendly gestures?
That's not friendly. That's
We approached you with our gun ports open to show our weapons, to show we approach you openly.
That's not how any of
That's
that
not
works.
okay. Bit of a
So you're saying it was a
miscommunication there,
friendly
mate.
attack?
That's not how that works.
We approached you openly and open-handed, and you attacked us.
See, I was always taught that open gun ports indicated intent to attack, and so I preempted.
Richter, before you go too far, I think we've looked through a dark mirror here.
A dark
Dark
mirror. you
mirror?
say?
Yeah, they seem to be backwards.
Mirror, mirror, mirror.
I see. This does complicate things a bit. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I say it's an angry, tiny Hans who thinks that a aggressive gesture is a friendly gesture, seems to me that something's amiss.
Something's
That
not
does
right.
seem to add up to some sort of inversion having gone on.
So what did this guy think I meant when
Wait, if that's the case, I have a question for Tiny Hans.
Yes?
Where are you from? Did you grow up on an isolated island?
Well, for the last few years, yes.
Tell me, tell me your parents? How is your father's eyesight?
It's getting worse as he gets older.
And does your mother walk around carrying his arrows with him?
Yes.
And do you have a grandmother who is not related to you?
Yes.
Oh, Scheisenheisen. I think Ob is on to something.
So we've happened by some sort of mirror universe version of.
Yes, we basically ran into, because I'm asking him questions that are exclusive to Hans that he's only ever really shared with Topaz.
Does this
I
goblin
would
have a
ask, I would
goatee
ask,
mustache?
I would ask names of certain people, but I haven't really cleared them with Hawk yet. Okay, the last question would be this: the person who taught you to wield weapons, did they wear a mask all the time and never take it off?
Yes. She would always wear her mask.
Guys, this Hans has the same family I do.
Well, isn't that serendipitous?
This is dub. I don't. Der Capitan. He's got his family. Even small little details, they are exactly the same as mine.
So what you're telling
I
me
don't
is
think I do not think this is a trick by Anthos. I think this is Hans. I do not think he is a fake. I think he is another Hans, but we might not be in the same world anymore.
So you're saying this is a super duper Hans?
I'm saying this. I remember hearing fantastical stories of things, but I don't know how to put it into words. I don't think this world would have the concept of multiverse.
Yeah. Although, like, we do have
Extent
5
believe it.
different iterations of the same person on the ship. So.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
The thing is getting other Hans who understands that they are not understands that there's been a misunderstanding. Other Hans, I think there's been a very major misunderstanding on our part.
What? Because you did not understand?
Do you believe this is going to sound completely insane? Do you believe in other worlds?
Yes. Are you not capable of understanding this?
I'm just checking that you are. You'd be surprised how many people don't. What if, and I'm just throwing out a hypothetical, what if you and me are not an evil versions of each other, but other world versions of each other, where things are different, laws and understandings are different?
I am skeptical of this.
You're skeptical. I'm just as confused as you are. I don't think you're a fake. I truly believe you are a Hans. But sorry, we've had a lot of trickster gods lately. Well, a trickster god.
Well, not necessarily
I'm
a
not
god.
sure of this. I think that you
I know
Hans are
it's-
just a moron.
Well, he's definitely the opposite of. He's definitely the opposite of me. He's been a lot more insulting.
Are you
At
telling
least
me
the dilemma of the Cyclops and his nature, whether it's evil or good. They say he's evil. He's probably just fine.
Are you telling
Yeah,
me
it's
that
my thoughts exactly.
Are you telling me that there's an ugly vulture version of me who's absolutely terrible with firearms somewhere out there?
What this means is there's a version of Snobgoblin who sits in and drinks cheap booze.
That's terrible. No,
There's a
it
version of
can't be
Richter's.
true. Don't say things like that.
There's a version of Richter's that's some kind of unholy abomination that drinks water. There's a version of Fernando's that isn't sexy.
Oh,
No,
God.
no, I do not believe that for a moment.
There's a version of Topaz that doesn't like water.
I thought we had the version of Fernando who wasn't sexually attractive.
Oh, that's too far. That's
Okay.
too far even for you.
Okay, Jumanji, I don't know how this multiversal thing is going to work in this campaign, but an evil version of Richter would be one that never left his old order, and in fact did actually do what he was supposed to.
Yeah.
I think the question is if we've wandered into an alternative version of the world, how?
Oh, this is all really confusing. I need a
Yes,
drink.
it is.
Yes,
Yeah.
I need a drink. Not because it's confusing, just I'm thirsty.
Well,
But
other
we
Hans,
must deal with this Cyclops.
Well,
Innocent lives are at
if
stake.
you are there, well, Pete, guys, I don't think this person is. I do not think he's evil. I think his methods may be a bit different, maybe different to mine. His behavior might be different to mine, but I don't think he's evil. I think we've just wandered into an alternative universe. This is probably a version of me that didn't get sunk by Anthos.
Or he's
So-
wandered into ours. We can't rule that out.
Or yeah, or he's
I think
wandered.
they wanted to us because while you all were sleeping, I was communing, and there was no change. There was no. I didn't have any. So I think it's the other way around. I think they've wandered to us somehow.
Well, even so, we need to make some degree of peace with these people and let them know we don't mean them any further harm.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. Hence the travelling together to meet the Cyclops.
Well, because their understanding of everything from social po-far to everything else is opposite to ours, and understanding that to them we did just attack them.
Yeah.
Yes.
We did do wrong. So
I wonder what he thought about me shooting him.
yeah. Well, you shot the captain.
Well, you could ask.
Well, the point is, we've kind of made a bit of a mistake. So I think it's best we try and end this cordially.
Yes, that's fair.
I want to try and So I think we should try and make some degree of peace. I don't know if we can repair their ship. But we can at least, at the very least, maybe leave. If they've wandered into ours, what if they're on the wrong island? Like it was the right island in their world, but in this world it's a completely different thing.
Maybe. I mean, we probably do have some lumber on board for ship repairs.
Yeah. As a Hans, what if you wandered into our world?
I do not understand what you're talking about. Your words mean nothing.
I'm saying if
you
you believe in other worlds, What if you wandered into ours? Because the only way there could be two Hans is if one of us is a clone through magic, or if one of us has wandered into the other one's world.
We can discuss this later. We need to deal with the Cyclops now.
What about your ship? Does it not need repairs?
We can repair en route. We have supplies on board.
Captain?
If you hadn't attacked us, we'd have been making good time for the island.
Well, even so. I'm very sorry. In our world, doing that is considered an attack. It's a mistake on our part for not understanding your world's way of greeting. So I suppose the best thing, Captain, it's entirely up to you what we do. But as cruel as this Hans may be towards his goblins, he seems determined to do his quest. And well, again, I leave it in yours, the Captain. But I do think we should disengage and let them go.
We did waylay their journey.
He did. Hans, other Hans, we apologize. We will let you go. We will step back and we will let you go on your quest.
See, now you've delayed us so much.
And tell your captain
We
I'm
need
sorry
your
for
help.
shooting him.
Yep, it's the least we could do.
Oh
Alright.
God, we're being dragged into this.
We will offer what help we can repairing your ship and sail alongside you to wherever it is that you are going.
Yes, I'm most curious to find out the true meaning of this Cyclops. Say, if this is an opposite world Cyclops, then what if it has many eyes?
I don't think it's all physical. I don't think it's going to be that.
With our ships, we can easily. With your ship, it will be far easier to destroy the Cyclops. It has very bad eyesight beyond a certain range. With your cannons, you would be able to blast it before it even got the opportunity to fire back at you.
I see your point.
Wait, a giant.
So I'm gonna say just like quietly, like not loud enough for the other ship to hear that, like, look, everybody, I don't think it would be good to let these guys just wander unsupervised. They're either going to be murdered or they're going to wreak havoc.
Yes, quite.
And
so you're saying we escort them?
Havoc.
I concur.
Captain, it is your decision. Very well, it is your decision.
We will accompany you on your journey.
Yes, brilliant.
Okay then, let us set sail.
I'm getting the feeling this is a distraction.
We need to head north by northwest.
North by northwest.
For at least half a day, and then we should be at the island of the Cyclops.
Very well.
My crew and I will prepare. My goblins will fix the damage you did to our ship.
Very good. I'll make a heading.
Should you compare your compass to theirs to make sure that it's not different?
Yeah. Good idea. Let us synchronize compasses, just to make sure.
Compass left behind.
Oh.
Was that what synchronizing compasses sounded like?
Sam has just abandoned ship.
Sam has left the building.
Hans, I imagine he'll be back soon. I'll ask the goblin captain to synchronize his compass with mine, just to make sure they're both pointing in the same direction.
All those left behind. Slowly, slowly down.
Excuse- You said north by northwest for half a day. Please synchronize your compass with mine.
All those left behind.
What my opposite looks like.
I think it also might be advantageous to figure out whether those goblins are from wherever he's from or from here.
That is a point. I mean, we have reason to believe that Super Hans, as he's called, is not of this world. But what of his crew? Snob, can you find out what you can about this?
Yes, indeed. Mr. Superhans, may we have a word?
You may.
So, which realm do you believe yourself to be from?
You do not make any sense.
Yes, where were you born?
I don't have time for this.
No,
Wouldn't
you've
that-
got
We have
plenty
to
of time.
deal
We're
with this
going.
Cyclops. And I have
Wouldn't the
to
question-
repair my ship.
Well, in that case, you've got time while we repair the ship.
What do you want,
So,
posh
yes,
goblin?
Sorry?
What do you want, posh goblin?
I would simply like to know a bit about your backstory, so that we can get to know each other better. So,
I don't want to know you
where were you
better.
born? Well, I want to know you better.
I don't
Come
want
on,
to go on a date with you.
Oh.
I believe that we could be good chums if we just gave this a try.
I don't want to go on a date with you.
Wonder what Fernando's
I
doppelganger
certainly
is
don't
like.
want to be your
I must say,
chum,
I believe I could do
bum
better,
or
to be frank.
otherwise.
You beg your pardon?
I do not want to be your chum, bum or otherwise.
I believe I could do better, frankly, but, you know, as circumstances are, we need to be working together, therefore we need to find out a bit about each other.
I don't want you to know a bit about me. Especially not a little bit.
Well, you've made me resort to this. You've made me resort to this. I'm going to give you a firm telling off, and then I'm going to use persuasion.
Oh no. Are you going to spank me? Posh goblin.
There's very little to spank, frankly. That was not a good persuasion, was it?
Sorry?
That
No,
was not
that's
a good
terrible
persuasion, was it?
persuasion.
Well,
Is it?
in that case, I
Yeah.
think I will give him a bit of a rap with the cane. So is there a way to do that without it being
you're
a full
going to
battle?
attempt to
Like, I
attack
just...
him.
Yeah, like, is there a way I could do it without, like, doing a full battle where I could kill him?
Well, wouldn't it be better to talk to the goblins?
This is an opposite Hans.
Yes, actually, alright, well, if you're being uncooperative, then, I will talk to the leader of the goblins. Well,
The leader of the goblins looks up at you like, yes?
hello, fellow. Say, I don't suppose you could help me with a few queries. This captain of yours, this Super Hans, where does he hail from?
I assume the same place as the one on your ship that looks like him.
Oh, you really think so? They come from the same village. I must say it. Considering how much of an oik he's been today, it surprises me that he could come from such a tranquil land.
Well,
But no,
we
he is an
found
opposite
him-
hand. He is an opposite hand. I should not take it to heart, should I? Yes.
we found him at a um, at a pub. He convinced us to he paid for our travel.
Yes.
He told us that we would be greatly regarded and greatly respected once he had molded us and shaped us.
Well,
And
let me tell
we
you for
would-
starters.
We would be able to serve the dungeon master and do
The dungeon master.
much
Do tell
more
more.
than any other goblin ever had.
Oh, what is your ambition, good sir?
Oh, I just want to make a better life for goblin.
My fellow, you are a fellow after my own heart. I have been saying the same thing all this time. Why, we should pool our resources and work towards that goal. And you'll have allies on the ship, Hans for one, and Captain Richter. They're all on the same page.
For 2,000 for the 2,000 gold, you'll have me on your side as well.
Yes, well.
Well, let us deal with
Anyway,
this. Let
I
us deal with
digress.
this creature, and then it's up to you.
Yes, I concur. I concur. Let's get us to the bottom of this cyclopic mystery. Say, Hans. My new goblin friend here. Actually, I have not asked your name, good sir. This is me talking to the goblin.
Oh, my name.
Yes. How rude of me. My manners are usually a lot better.
I Thrillby.
Rilby?
Thrillby.
Thrillby? No, seriously, I didn't hear what you said, Fork.
He His name's Thrillby.
Thrillby. Oh, Thrillby. Oh, well, what's a lovely name. I am the Snob Goblin. Say, Hans, are you aware that this Super Hans, my goblin friends, believe that he comes from the same village as you? Is Sam in the call?
I don't think he is.
Yeah, he hasn't come back.
It's not back yet. He's in contemplation.
Yes. Probably paying a trip to the poop deck. Well, what is there for me to do in the meantime?
It's just we can find out when he's coming
everyone
back.
will have a short rest before we get to the island of the Cyclops, and then
Oh, Sam just texted me telling me his internet is dead and he's trying to fix it now.
Ah,
Okay.
that will be the... Yeah.
But, I don't know. Hans has fainted from the shock of the whole thing.
Oh, let's just help the poor fellow onto the deck. Get him some rest and a lovely glass of wine for when he wakes up. I need to find
Out
his
of character,
vintage.
wouldn't if Hans has a uplifting essence about him, wouldn't this guy be kind of draining? So
Yes.
Yeah.
so maybe Hans is worn out. You know, all
Yeah.
the inner of him trying to talk with this
His
mini
belief has
Hans.
been sapped away.
Well, you're starting to get. The island of the giant Cyclops is directly ahead.
Cyclops sort of reminds me of that thing from the Sinbad movie.
What, Jingle All the Way?
No.
Is anyone going to
If I
check ahead?
Roll perception, yeah?
Yep.
Rolling. 9. Oh, something's wrong.
Oh no, that's enough
It's
to
just the
see
fog.
it. That's enough to see it.
Oh Lord, what do I see?
The
rolling perception. Huh, mine was even worse.
Cyclops
Oh wait, no,
is
mine was better.
approximately approximately 30 feet. 30 feet high. It's on a small island. A tiny speck of land that it lives on.
That is a lanky chap, is it not?
It has a large tree which it's fashioned into a primitive club. And there are a number of rocks laying around. So I think we'll just continue the turn order from the last combat. So Richter, you're up.
Right, so this Cyclops, so I understand we're fighting a 30-foot tall Cyclops,
Yes.
and it's definitely hostile.
Yes.
I'm not going to commit a faux pas if I attack it.
Just out of character. Yes, Cyclopses are chaotic neutral, but they are normally evil.
Okay, fair enough.
Does it say
But it is
you have the
Bizarro
ship?
World.
Well, no, we established it was more likely that they came into our world.
Ah, yeah. That's true.
Don't
All
you
right,
have the Knievel? I know I don't. I keep looking to check.
I do have Detect Good and Evil. Divine Sense, it's called.
Sounds like
Oh,
a
it's right.
fragrance.
Yeah, I don't think.
It is extremely evil.
Although,
As you're approaching it, you are starting to see remains of ships, or parts of ships that have been pulverized with rocks.
right, well, I think I could probably intuit from that it's hostile.
Oh, I
What gives
do
you that idea?
Alright, so, I'm not in attack range yet, am I?
Yeah, you are. Long Tom's attack range is formidable.
elongated Thomas.
All right. Yeah. Jokes fly along, Tom.
Ah,
As long as this guy's never been a baseball player, he does have a club and there's a ball coming towards him.
You beat me by like 5 seconds.
That's
I mean, right now
19. That's a hit.
I'm thinking of the first Punisher movie. Well, I think he was fighting. I think it was Kevin Nash.
I just got him mixed up in my head with Kevin Hart.
No, that's a very different man.
Yeah, exactly.
30 damage.
Imagining that fight with Kevin Hart is like probably the highlight of my day right now.
Well, you're welcome that I brought it up.
Any other orders, Captain?
Let's see.
I just realised Jumanji. Kevin Hart, Jumanji. He was in
right.
Welcome to the Jungle, wasn't he? Carry on.
How shallow are these waters? Like, I don't want to risk my ship.
You can approach, but you don't want to get. You want to stay. You want to keep the ship at least 30 feet away from him. Because that's what Super Hans told you. You can't see clearly beyond 30 feet.
Right. Okay, so I'll order them. I'll just shout orders to keep distance, maintain distance. I'm going to jump off the ship and try and swim around to get behind him, while he's probably distracted by the fact that he just got shot. But I'll tell them to maintain fire and keep distance above all.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll leave orders to do that, and I'll leave the commanding of cannon fire in Duke's capable hands. She knows what she's doing.
Okay. Well,
and because thanks to the Mariner's plate, I have a swim speed the same as my walking speed, and I could probably catch him unawares.
Okay, well, it's Cyclops' turn, and it's going to throw a rock at the ship. So he rolls this with disadvantage. He's still got the hit. He was aiming at Dukes. Oh my goodness. Dukes takes 36 damage.
Ow.
36.
Okay, that's its turn done. The goblin's forward position is in range, so they're going to take a shot at it. That's a hit. 10 damage. And their second gun is going to fire as well. That's a miss. They're going to veer closer to bring more of their cannons to bear. You've managed to bring 2 more cannons in. $20 damage. Ooh. 44 damage. They got some lucky hits on that one. The rest of the weapons are out of range. Okay, Rich's crew, those are out of range as well. Okay, so Snob Goblin, it's your turn.
Yes. What can I do from a boat? Is one able to go ashore, or?
If you can get ashore.
Yes, I shall endeavour to try.
So you're going to attempt to swim ashore?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Do
You'll
I need
move
to,
slower than the captain, because the captain's got the mariner armor, so he
Yeah,
swims
I'll
quicker.
go in and I'll wade in.
Okay.
So I'll get as close to the shore as I can, if that's possible, please.
Yeah. Okay, so next thing. Okay, Jukes is firing again. Another 23 damage. Super Hans is taking control of one of the cannons and he's firing it. And missed. Okay, it's Obnus' turn.
So let's see. No, I think that's a special ability, isn't it? I was going to ask if the Grim Spear returns to me, but
No, it doesn't.
okay. Then I will use. It's not good. Where are you? I guess I can do. Is that a spell? That's a bonus action. Man, I don't have a whole lot of stuff for distance. Guess I'll use Frostbite again.
Okay.
So he's got to do a Constitution save of 13 or better.
He's just failed it.
All right. So damage is 8, And he has disadvantage on his next weapon attack roll if he makes it before the end of his next turn. And I guess I will use this is 60 feet. Okay, I will use spiritual weapon.
Okay.
So I'll put that by him. Let's see. 15 is the for hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And 6 damage. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Oops.
So
Dang it.
we'll have to hold Hans and Topaz's turn. Razor Eye, it's your turn.
Okay. Is it all right for me to shoot the Cyclops between the eye and possibly do a lot of damage?
Between the eye?
Well, in the eye, to be precise.
Well, yeah, you can attempt to shoot him in the eye.
Okay, I'm going to shoot him in the eye with the musket. $24.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay. This is going to be a violent shot.
Okay.
And it does 6 damage, same as last. When you make a firearm against a creature, you can expend 1 or more for each grid. Gains a +2 to the firearm's misfire score. If the attack hits, you can re-roll 1 additional weapon damage die per point Griff spent. I don't know how to use that.
Did you also roll the weapon damage?
Weapon damage.
Yeah, because it's the same as like, you get the effect damage from the attack and also the weapon damage.
I believe I rolled a 1 for that.
Oh, okay.
So, did nothing?
No, it did do some damage.
Okay, I guess I'll just shoot again then.
Okay.
Nope, that's not going to hit.
No, it needs an extra 3 on top of that. It's not got great armor. Surprising.
Shooting in the eye seems like the idea, but it hasn't done any much better anywhere else.
Well, I don't think we're going to see eye to eye with him.
Okay, so we are back around to Richter, who is halfway to shore.
Right. Well, there's not much else I can do until I get to shore, is there?
Yeah.
Let's see. Did I do I know about the situation? Do I know anything about the situation on deck? Like the fact that Jukes is hurt?
No, you wouldn't know that.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll keep swimming to the island.
What if the Cyclops spots him? Should he roll a stealth or something?
Well, if the Cyclops spots me, then it'll take its attention off my ship, which is a win-win for me.
Like, surely he's only got like half the chance of doing that.
What if there's a giant fishing net specifically for... capturing small humanoids like you.
Yeah, that only seems logical.
I like my chances.
The Cyclops
Let's see.
moves out.
What else is the Cyclops going to wait when it can't get people? It'll eat fish, and it'll need a net to capture it.
And it's attacking the goblin ship. It's wading out and it's attacking the goblin ship with its club.
Not on the island anymore, that cuts your journey in half.
Done 31 damage with the first attack. $35 damage with the second attack. He smashed his way basically through the deck on the starboard side. And
You
the
rolled that
goblin
with
ship is
disadvantage?
starting to take on water.
Hawk, did he roll that with disadvantage, the first attack?
Hold on. I'll re-roll that.
Sorry, I should have said something earlier.
Yeah, he got 15 and the 17, so even with a 15, that's enough to hit the ship. It
I'll be
adds
back in
up
a
to
few
24
minutes.
with his bonus.
Seb has now left us.
He did say something, but I didn't hear him.
He said he'd be back in a few minutes, and Sam just called me and said that they're having a storm right now. It seems to have just taken out his internet, so that he wouldn't. He says he's really sorry, but he wouldn't hold our breath on him coming back.
Okay.
Now, Hans, I don't believe.
The goblins piling on with their cannons at pretty much point blank range now. They can't miss from here. All 5 of their cannons. Damage. That's 40 damage in total. 60 damage in total. That was an actual miss. That cannon is misfired. And blown out the sides of the ship. Freaking goblins. He's failed. He's succeeded. He's failed. So, up near the captain, one of their cannons is misfired and blown out a large section of the bridge. Several goblins have been flung overboard by the blast into the sea. And several have been flung across the deck. The captain's barely keeping the... That's if the wheel is even going to respond. The vessel turns, collides with the Cyclops and smashes into the island. And the helm is utterly trashed. Um, that would be the end of the goblins' turns.
Might be the end of the goblin ship at this rate.
Well, most of the side of the ship is opened up. She's not seaworthy anymore.
Come back, sir.
What did I miss? I just came back to she's not seaworthy anymore.
The goblin ship is dead in the water.
Yeah.
Gobbled up by the waves.
I'm getting a somewhat innovative idea on how to deal with this Cyclops, but I don't think it will work.
Okay.
Well, if you're going to say an eye for an eye.
No. No, I'm taking a bit of an inspiration from Disney Hercules.
Snob, it's your turn.
Oh, excellent.
Still, you can get on board the goblin ship if you want.
Yes, I think I may help the survivors get ashore. I say, do you need help there, fellow? Okay, so I'm on their boat now. Is there anybody I can help to get to the shore?
No. The ones that got blown clear of the ship were the other side.
I see. Well, before I get off the ship and help them, is there anything on here that I can salvage?
No, pretty much everything on deck is wrecked and the Cyclops is smashing its way through the ship.
Oh, well, look at me then. Is there any actual strategic reason to stay on the ship?
No. The goblins have got small charges, like small bombs.
Goblin bombs? What's
yeah,
an
little
idea?
hand grenade sort of things.
Little goblin bombs. Excellent.
I bet they built them inside. I bet they built them inside a pumpkin. What a crazy idea that would be.
Well, this is a novel idea. May I throw these goblin bombs at the Cyclops?
Yeah.
Right.
Just use your normal
Accuracy?
ranged attack, and I'll roll the damage.
Okay. Cool. Ranged attack. So, hold on, actions. Unarmed strike, is it? Or is it
No,
sword
it'd be a dex.
Where is that?
Um,
Oh, I see it. Second
yeah.
one. Okay. So, do I need to add anything to the roll before, or?
I can't remember if you have a ranged weapon or not.
No, I've got sword, cane, unarmed strike, fighting style, unarmed fighting, and unarmed fighting armed.
Yeah, so just
I don't know
roll
what
the
that
dex.
last one is, but yeah, okay. So I got a 12.
I'd say you get a bonus on that. So yeah, I'd say that's enough. So yeah, that's 16 damage. With a goblin hand grenade.
Well, take that, you one-eyed brute. Any more action I can take this turn?
No.
Alrighty then. Thanks for damage that Cyclops.
Jukes is going to take another shot at it. That's a hit. 31 damage. He's taking some nasty cannon hits. Okay. Super Hans is getting desperate. He picks up one of the bombs. Actually, no, he just fires one of the cannons again. $17 damage. This thing is just having cannon shells just pounding off its body. Maybe. Obnus, it's your turn. Oh. Oh. Now Discord's being a pain in the ass.